Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the week of August 8th. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. So we are looking at this week that starts with August 8th, and so that is 8-8, which in numerology is considered to be the Lionsgate portal. So the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. It's a great day to manifest something into your life. So if you're interested in manifestation at all, you may want to circle that on your calendar. I am using the the Gilded Tarot, as well as the Angel and Ancestor Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Let's go ahead and put this up here, and then we'll also take 3 oracle cards to clarify as we go along. All right. Pisces, definitely like what I see here. So there is this, there's this mix in this reading between potentially love scenarios showing up for some of you, and also maybe for some of you there is something related to material changes. Positive, it seems to be positive changes in your material situation here. And maybe more of like transitions showing up in your life. I did get a pretty heavy ear pop when I said material changes. So when I get ear pops, it's like a message from my guides or my spirit team that there could be something significant or something to note when that happens here. And so there could be material changes here for some of you. I'll be interested to see what that might be, but let's just go ahead and let's dive into it some more. So in the overall situation, you do have this Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning in your financial situation, your financial life, your material life. This can talk about new money in some ways, or new money situations. This can talk about like you making a sale, maybe you own a home, or making a purchase, maybe you're looking to buy a home, or maybe selling a car, buying a car, selling stock, selling crypto, whatever. Not financial advice, but that's some things that can come forward with the Ace of Pentacles. It's also like maybe the more sort of mundane side of life. So like, for example, contracts, paperwork, documentation, documents, doing stuff like that as well are kind of aspected with the Ace of Pentacles. It's also about nature as well, and just connecting with nature as you see the grass around them. And you could say that the Ace of Pentacles is like seed energy. It's this idea of planting a seed and seeing it grow. The Ace of Pentacles, of course, starts off the suit of Pentacles, and it grows into the Ten of Pentacles eventually, hopefully. And so yeah, it's like maybe you are looking to transition into something new or make changes in some areas. Now, in the past, you have the Lover's card and the Strength card. Powerful combination here. Both cards are major arcanas, and you know the Strength card is Leo energy. The Strength card's been coming in so much recently for the collective because we're in this Leo season, and also I think because of this Lionsgate portal that we have here on the 8th. But you know, the Strength card asks you to be brave, be courageous, to be so strong and to be so courageous that you can tame the lion, as you see that this person is doing that here in the illustration. And you have that paired with the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. It's also just about relationships, or even a deep relationship in your life. Some of you have maybe had to have courage or had to have strength over someone, or exhibit some sort of strength in a relationship situation here in the past. And it has maybe been a test for some of you. You could also say that the Lovers is a card that indicates important choices being made in one's life. So, you know, it's this idea of sort of like duality. Gemini is the sign of duality. It can come forward when, yeah, you need to make a choice, but it's typically like kind of path altering. And I would say that, you know, it's not like deciding what you're going to have for breakfast in the morning. It's like a path altering choice here. And I would say that that's pretty heavily aligned here with the Lovers and the Six of Swords in the future, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. But yeah, so there's been some there might have even been emotional situation between you and another person, because sometimes the Strength card can be like a outpouring of emotions as well. And so it is possible that some of you maybe had a situation with someone here in the past. In the future, you have the Six of Swords and the Three of Swords. So we now have swords showing up here. Swords represents communication, okay? And the Three of Swords represents severance, separation, moving on. And the Six of Swords represents moving on. The Three of Swords is more about ending or separating, and the Six of Swords is more about moving on. So some of you are, I think, in the future here, if there's something that you just don't feel, if there's something that's just not quite right in your life, this is clearing out for you, okay? It's sort of like clearing the cobwebs, clearing out the attic, right? It's almost like, clearing out the fridge, like making way for something new, so you can fill whatever this is up with some new energy in your life, okay? So the Three of Swords can be about divorce, separation, breakup. It could also be about separating from a job. And so any of those things could come forward. Also, the Three of Swords could just be about emotional releasing, right? Just generally releasing emotions. Six of Swords here, transitions, change, also embracing calmer water and embracing calmer timelines for yourself. The card that comes before the Six of Swords, of course, is the Five of Swords, which talks about a loss. And so this person in the boat on the Six of Swords card, they are ready to sort of sail away from anything that just, sail away from the losses in their life. And instead, they're ready to sail towards the more positive outcomes and the more calmer waters, the calmer timelines. And so let's go ahead and let's get some more clarity here. So you have the Temperance card, you have the Emperor, Two of Cups, and the Sun card. Interesting. I say interesting because we have a bit of a convoluted message here. Not sure what's going on with the Three of Swords, okay? Because, if I'm looking at the Three of Swords with this idea of a new beginning, with transitioning away, sailing away, moving on, it's almost like, the thing is, it's like we have all of this moving on energy, but it's with the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is like a perfect soul union. It's my favorite love card in the tarot, and you have it here with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So it's like, not exactly sure. It's almost like maybe some of you are just having an emotional releasing with your significant other, or maybe you feel like you're in a relationship where you can be emotionally vulnerable. It's also possible that some of you are just generally dealing with relationship situations at this time, okay? And I'll want to see what comes forward here in the last couple rows as we move up this pyramid, because the Three of Swords, I'm not sure why is here. Overall, it seems like this is a pretty deep connection that you were either in or that you are in currently. You have some of these soulmate markers here with the Temperance card. The Temperance card is like this idea of potentially a soulmate entering into your life after you balance something out in your life. And you have this here around the Lover's card, and you have it here with the Two of Cups. So I wonder what is being separated from here, or it's possible, or what is being separated from your life here. And it's possible that maybe some of you are going through material changes, and you do have maybe somebody to rely on or fall back on, or somebody maybe who is supporting you, or somebody who's in your corner, something like that here. I'm always a big advocate, though, of people sort of being self-reliant. So yeah, that's just something that I also feel like saying. But it's like sometimes it's okay to rely on people sometimes, right? Like we can't do it all ourselves. And especially if you're like in a long-term relationship, maybe even you're married to this person, like it's okay to rely on somebody sometimes, right? And so maybe some of you are kind of going through that right now. Maybe there's like something in your life that you are being separated from with the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Three of Swords. And maybe it's just that you have somebody here that can provide you with support. But I want to get confirmation. On another level, the Emperor and the Sun, this is very good energy. The Emperor is big boss energy. It's a big omen of success. The sun is even bigger success. It's the most successful card in the tarot. It's the happiest card to find in the tarot. For me, it's the best sign to find in a tarot reading. And it's about like, the sun has a lot of power associated with it. Like there's a lot of gravity, right? Because remember, the planets revolve around the sun. So there's like a lot of power and gravity associated with the sun. And so it can bring an important truth as well into one's life. So I definitely like to see this so far. It's just, I want to get some clarity here on this Three of Swords. So let's go ahead and start to do that. And let's take a look at these three oracle cards. So you have Seer, see beyond the current situation. You have Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. And then you also have this Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. I think this makes a whole lot of sense for what I was saying. Love and let yourself be loved, right? And it's like, maybe some of you are just like finally being able to, like finally vulnerable, like being able to be, you found somebody who you can be vulnerable with. Or you've recognized that, you know, like sometimes you have to delegate, or sometimes, you know, there are times in life where, you know, sometimes we need to rely on others and we need to let go of control a little bit. And maybe it's like, that's something that's maybe coming forward for you. And then you have this Seer, see beyond the current situation, as well as trust your instincts. Basically, you're not finding the answer in the textbook, okay? You're not finding the answer online. You're finding your answer from within. You're finding your answer from what you just know, what you instinctively know here. So let's go ahead and move up the pyramid now. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. All right, so you have the Page of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups, and you also have the High Priestess. All right, so, all right. I don't know what's going on here, but there, you know, with this transition in the Three of Swords energy, but every other card here is incredibly good, okay? Page of Wands represents some type of job offer or job opportunity that's maybe showing up here in the past. Maybe some of you have gone out on a limb and in the past year you've applied for something that you're not usually used to entertaining, like or maybe you've, even if you're self-employed, like maybe you've done something that you're usually not used to doing, and you've maybe put yourself out there, right, in the open, so to speak. You've maybe been a little bit exposed, and maybe this has really offered you an opportunity to grow within your situation. You have the Ten of Cups as well, which the Ten of Cups is like overflowing happiness. It's like overwhelming happiness. You have like some of the happiest cards to find here with the Sun, the Ten of Cups. And what's interesting is you also have your energy. It's a card that I like to associate with your energy, which is the High Priestess. The High Priestess could be associated with you or the Moon, but I always like to say this is like Pisces energy. The High Priestess is the most intuitive card in the tarot from my perspective, as well as you have the, as well as it's combined here with that Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. It's like, you know what makes you happy, you know? And I think that some of you are recognizing that you can derive happiness from yourself, and you can also derive happiness from maybe a significant other, or in, you know, in doing some type of passion project, or in doing something that you truly love here. And I think some of you are just kind of letting your feelings kind of guide you forward, and letting your intuition and your instincts kind of just guide you forward here. The thing is, with the Six of Swords, one of the messages with that card is this feeling of being guided, knowing you're going somewhere but not knowing where you're going yet. And who knows what's going on with this Three of Swords, right? Who knows what the future holds? Who knows if there will be a separation? But right now, what I do know from this reading is it feels like there's some type of happiness, and there's some type of even maybe happy new beginning with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like, maybe just allow yourself to enjoy that, and also recognize that timelines change. So maybe the Three of Swords is, you know, about something, maybe the Three of Swords never comes to pass for you. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So you have the Tower, and you also have the Knight of Pentacles. So that's a major blessing in disguise combination, the Tower and the Knight of Pentacles. The Tower represents something that you thought was stable, but actually wasn't stable, collapsing. Okay, it's the House of Cards. And actually, if you take a look here on the tower, there are no doors on this tower. So this person here is finally being provided with a way out of their situation. So yeah, something collapsing around you, is that fun? No, that's not fun. Is that easy? No, it's not easy. But in this case, it can help illuminate the path forward, and it's combined here with the Knight of Pentacles, which can represent a financial situation or a financial event happening in one's life. It's a good financial event. It's one that is derived from hard work, and it indicates results on the way. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Three of Pentacles, which is rewards and recognition for doing a quality job, doing something good in your life or in your financial life, your career life. Yeah, there's this real feeling that like the sun is going to come up, the sun is shining here, and things are going to work out for you, Pisces. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Cups here. There's maybe a little bit of reflection. There's maybe a little bit of transition time in this, outcome happening for you with the Three of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Ace of Pentacles. Like there's maybe a little bit of transition that needs to happen before it's fully realized, but feels like it's on the way. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.